reelected. I think the optimistic side of me thinks that perhaps he now has the fucking gumption, political gumption, after 4 years of being a fucking businessman and saying, I'm going to fucking run the country, and then jumping into it with both feet and kind of drowning for a little bit. And now re-election, and now he can hold his own, and he can really start doing some progress. But, you know, things like Israel aren't going anywhere. Things like, you know, a lot of big problems that a lot of people have, namely Israel have. I don't share a lot of those concerns, but I think that the optimistic side of me wants to say that, yeah, like he's a seasoned veteran, and he can perhaps achieve a lot of those goals that he sought out to achieve in the first place. He's done some great things, which most people don't give a fuck about because he's Orange Man's bad. You know, a lot of legislative, you know, the First Step Act, and you know, what is it, the School Choice Act, and
I mean,
you know, various other things, various other legislative actions that are just like.
I mean, let's just talk about the fact that the economy was doing terrific, you know, prior to COVID happening too. You know, and
Yeah, well, you know, I feel like that's another one that could be that could be painted in so many different ways. And I'm not an expert on economics by any stretch.
neither am I. But let me say this: I'm not an economic expert, but by no means am I buying into the lie that Trump's economy was good because Obama was the one who, you know, jump-started Trump's great economy. That's a bunch of bullshit. If you think Trump's economy is because Obama made it so, you're not even high, bro. You're off your meds. So
Well, it's a two-way street there. They do that both directions.
oh yeah.
You know?
Oh
it's
yeah.
good during Trump, it's because of Obama. If it's bad during Trump, it's because of Trump. You know, I mean, it's again, to any of us that are aware of this shit, it's clear it's fucking anything. But you know, so many people are so polarized emotionally. It's an emotion. This is another thing that I get really heated with. When my arguments with my closest friend get really heated, I try to explain to him that, dude, you're arguing from an emotional standpoint. He's like, you're telling me you don't operate on emotions too? And he's right. Like, every fucking buddy does. Everyone, there's an emotional element to all of our decisions. I would say, to at least to some degree. But the ability to remove yourself from your emotions and look at things objectively is what he is lacking. And I can't, and not just him, but basically what I would argue his entire side of the spectrum at this point in the country. Like, everything is, I actually recorded, I'm not gonna lie, I recorded my most recent phone conversation with him, and his wife jumped in as they were trying to explain to me what racism is, as two white people working for an oil company. Like what white privilege is, and etc. And like the example was made by his wife, that imagine you're a rich black dentist, and you drive down the street in your nice car, and every time you drive down the street you get pulled over. Now, how would you feel about that? Like, I mean, do I go to jail? Are they planting shit on me? Like, well, okay, well, maybe they planting shit on you. Like, okay, well, that's bullshit. I mean, but what example are you providing me? Are you just providing me a hypothetical? Well, yeah, we're just saying, like, just imagine this person. Okay. Well, now imagine I don't give a fuck about your imaginary people. Just imagine that black person driving down the street that gets pulled over multiple times, and after the first time starts a fucking video camera and is like, this motherfucker keeps pulling me over, and records the cop doing some bullshit. I don't know. There's many solutions to